Good morning, this is Kathy from Blissful Years, and what I'm going to make today is a coffee espresso soap. My inspiration is the soap, and it's by Handmade in Florida, and I'm hoping you can see it right here. It's got some beautiful color and swirls, and I'm sure it smells divine. What I've got is I've got my oils melted, I've got my lye water. What I plan on doing is laying a dark base soap, doing a mica line over the top, which I've never done before, so I'm a little nervous. And then I'm going to do an in the pot swirl. I'm going to leave some uncolored. With the fragrance, it should discolor anyway. And then for my other colors, I'm going to have a white, which I'm going to add some coffee grounds to. For exfoliation. I've got a gingerbread, a brown mica, a black night mica powder, and I'm going to combine those two for the base. And then I'm going to leave some just the gingerbread color. And then I have a copper sparkle mica. This one's from Brambleberry. The others are from Crafter's Choice, Wholesale Supplies Plus. For my fragrances, I have a Crafter's Choice Coffee Beans fragrance, and I have Brambleberry's Chocolate Espresso, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Sybilla. So I found the Chocolate Espresso smells delicious, but there wasn't a lot of coffee smell to it, so that's why I'm adding the Coffee Beans fragrance oil. And I think the two of them smell fantastic together. So there I've got my fragrance oils. And I'm not putting any of the fragrance oil into the white because I want it not to discolor. It smells so good. So anybody who's a coffee holic, this is going to be fantastic. And then I've got some micas. I'm just going to drizzle over the top when we're done and swirl the soap. And then I'm going to sprinkle a few coffee beans on the top as well for some added decoration. So as long as I remember to do everything I want to do, this should turn out to be a beautiful soap. So as long as it behaves. That's the thing, because you never know with soap how it's going to turn out. So we're going to get started here. I'm going to pour my lye into my oils, my lye water, slowly, because you don't want it to splash. Which reminds me, I can put my glasses on. I hope that just didn't fall in. Did it fall in? No, okay. My spatula's big enough. So, I got my goggles. So we're just going to give that a bit of a stir before we start. Just to get it incorporated a bit into my oils. And I was going to use some coffee in my distilled water, but I didn't get coffee made last night to put into the fridge, so we're doing it with just the distilled water today and the lye water. So we'll get started stick blending. When I get my fragrance in here, oh my god, my house is going to smell so good. I just want to make sure I don't knock anything over. Remove some of this stuff. So, okay, here we go. Putting it in at an angle, we get our air bubbles out of the blender, and we start blending it till we get a light trace. And I'm going to split this into a few different containers for my different colors. This one, I'm going to do my dark, the dark brown and the black to get my dark base. And it's just going to be just a little layer of dark because I want to have the rest be the swirled colors. It's going to be really pretty. So. don't want to do this too much. I think that should be good. Just take this off. I'm going to pour some in here. Carefully, hopefully. So like I said, I just want a little bit to color a dark brown for my base. And then I'm going to pour some into each one of these. Just kind of eyeballing it. And some for the white. I'm going to do maybe a little bit more in the white. And the rest is going to go in here. And now my dogs are going to get all excited because my husband's awake. He's got to say his good mornings. He's trying to say his good mornings quietly, I think. Try and get out as much as I can here. Okay. Alright, so that's in the sink. Alright, so first off, let's set this over here. So I'm going to do my dark base. And I'm going to put my micas in first. A little bit of black. Dark brown. And we're going to trap the powder underneath. Burp out any bubbles. Give it a whiz. So I want a nice dark color. Oh, that looks wonderful, doesn't it? And I'm going to pour a little bit of the fragrance in, because I have to make sure I have enough to go around in all my batches. What happened there? So I want this to be kind of thick on the bottom. That's pretty good, I think. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get this in. Here, we'll move this over here. And this is my slab mold. I need more kitchen counter space. That's what I need. Oops. Nope. Stay out of there. Okay. So we're going to pour this into the mold. I love this dark color. So, spread that around. Okay, get a little tamp on the floor. And then we're going to do our little mica dusting on the top of this. Okay, so we've got our little mica and our little duster. We're just going to do a layer over the top. Not too heavy. Like you don't want inches of it from what I've seen. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm hoping it turns out. A little bit more in here. Because you just want some definition between the layers. This corner. Okay. So there's that. And then, let's see. Oh, then I'm going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way here. Okay, so I got my main batch here, which I'm leaving natural color. I've got these two. I'm going to add, well, let me add my colors first to these. So I know I'm not doing black anymore. Put that away. I'm going to do some of the gingerbread mica in this one. Don't need much. This one, I'm doing my copper sparkle. Get a little bit more in there. So there's the copper sparkle. And then this one I'm adding my titanium dioxide to. It's a nice white there. I think I can cover up my gold here. Because I don't want anything splashing into it. So I'm going to blend those in, and then I'm going to whisk in the fragrance. So let's see how this goes. Going from light to dark. topper. And the gingerbread. So now I'm going to switch to a hand whisk for the rest of it because it's going to start thickening. So get my fragrance in these two. So there's that color and that color. And the rest is going to go in here. Set this off to the side here for a second. There. Okay, so I'm just going to whisk in my fragrance. Smells really good. I guess I should whisk this one now. Should have done this one first, but that's okay. It's going to discolor anyway. At least I'm assuming it's going to because of the chocolate fragrance. You hear my dogs playing now. Daddy's up. It's playtime. And then the dark one. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like this in a few spots, 4 spots or 5. And then I'm going to do this one. And then a little bit of the white. Oops. Use a spoon here just to stir it up a bit. Oops, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot. We're going to add some coffee into this white. So, I'm glad I remembered when I did. So, just a spoonful into the white for some added exfoliation. So it's not going to be quite so white. Kind of looks like cookies and cream. So anyway, we'll continue with our pouring. I'm just going to kind of go like this. Get some white. Actually want to use most of the white for the top, but we'll put a little more of this color in. So I think the rest of it I'm going to save for the top. So we're just going to wing it. So I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous regardless, right? I hope. So I'm just going to take this and kind of drag it around, tap it on, and then we're going to pour on top of our mica line. So I'm going to set these off to the side. Move this. I'm going to bring my soap over. Okay, so you want to be a little delicate here because we're going right on top. Here we go. So far, knock on wood, things are going okay here. So, let's spread this out. I'm going to scrape these on top, kind of do some colors here and there across the whole top. There's that dark brown. Some of the lighter copper mica colored. Oh, you guys smell so really good. Smells really good. So let's see, I think we're going to go kind of drag it through like this. Because I'm going to have the white over the top. Although this is really pretty. Really thick. So I'm going to try and get this to go over the top. It does look like cookies and cream. I probably used too much coffee grounds, but that's okay. I think it gives it a cool appearance. So I'm going to spread this over the top. And then I'm going to tamp it down a bit. Not look yummy. Let me get paper. There's those little drops on my fingers. Okay. So there's that. Let's see if I can get some little texture going here on the top. Because I want to have some more interest besides beans. peaks. Looks cute. It's a nice cool day here. We had some rain move through. So of course the dogs don't want to go outside that often because they knew it was raining. Because they have little dainty feet, don't you know? Huh, honey? They're little prima donnas. They don't like to get their feet wet. Yes, they are. Okay, so I think this looks good. I'm wondering, maybe I'll just give it a little here and there. Sprinkling some leftover gold. Just a little accent there. Now, oh, here we go. We got our little mica swirls. Where's my little blender? There it is. Oh, it's right in front of me. So here's some gold. And a clean spoon. Here's a clean spoon. We're going to drizzle, just little drizzles. Then I'm going to go through. Here's some copper. Here's the gingerbread brown. I like that. And here's some black, just to throw in here and there. So, I'm going to get my skewer. And we're just going to do some loop-de-loops back and forth. That looks really pretty. Get some tinier loop-de-loops around the border here. I love the loop-de-loops. Very nice. Very nice. And then we're going to do some little sprinkles. And I'm going to cut this 3 lengthways, so I think I'm just going to do sprinkles down the middle, like here and there. I have a coffee bean or two. There, I got one. Dropping them on the floor. Got to pick those up so the dogs don't get them. So I think that's good. What do you think, honey? Give your opinion. How does that look?
It looks yummy.
Looks yummy, yeah. Very yummy. So, we're not going to put glitter on it. We're just going to leave as is because it's beautiful. So there you go. I hope you can see that better. That's my Mocha Espresso Delight, I think is what I was going to name this. Anyway, we'll do the cut video tomorrow if this is ready to cut, and then I'll put it online as well. So that's it for today. I think I remember to do everything in order. It's a miracle. There's a first for everything. But I think it turned out gorgeous. Here, we'll zoom in here. Isn't that beautiful? So we'll do a better, closer video of the cut so you can see how it turns out over the 24-hour cure till we mold it and cut it. I'm so excited. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. And go have a cup of coffee. Haha. Bye.